video, I am going to tell you about the last topic of this chapter, which is what here method of finding order of magnitude. मतलब किसी भी फिजिकल क्वांटिटी का क्या निकालना है, ऑर्डर ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड. मींस हाउ कैन वी फाइंड द ऑर्डर ऑफ द मैग्नीट्यूड. तो फर्स्ट थिंग, द फिजिकल क्वांटिटी हुज ऑर्डर ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड इज टू बी डिटरमाइंड. जिस नंबर का ऑर्डर ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड निकालना हो, दैट नंबर शुड बी ऑलवेज रिटन इन फॉर्म ऑफ n into 10 to the power x. ध्यान से सुनिएगा. The physical quantity or the magnitude of a physical quantity whose order of magnitude is to be determined is always written in form of n into 10 to the power x, where n is a number between 1 to 10, जहां n जो है वो 1 से 10 के बीच का कोई भी नंबर हो सकता है. एंड x is any integer, either positive or negative. So be careful about this one. The physical quantity whose order of magnitude you want to find out, or the magnitude of a physical quantity whose order of magnitude you want to determine, that will be always written in form of n into 10 to the power x. जहां n कोई नंबर है, 1 से 10 के बीच का कोई नंबर हो सकता है, और x जो है वो कोई इंटीजर होगा, या पॉजिटिव होगा या नेगेटिव होगा. अब देखिए, इफ n is equal to or less than 3.16, अगर ये नंबर जो आपने लिखा है यहां, अगर ये नंबर n, if n is either equal to or less than 3.16, then order of magnitude will be 10 to the power x. अगर ये नंबर n 3.16 के बराबर है या 3.16 से कम है, तो इस नंबर का ऑर्डर ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड यही लिख दीजिएगा 10 टू द पावर x. बट इफ n इज ग्रेटर देन, if n is greater than 3.16, लेकिन अगर ये n 3.16 से ज्यादा है, तब क्या करेंगे? then order of magnitude will be how much? 10 to the power x plus 1. अगर ये n की वैल्यू 3.16 से ज्यादा है, तब ऑर्डर ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड इस नंबर का हो जाएगा 10 टू द पावर x प्लस 1. याद रखिएगा, x कोई भी इंटीजर हो सकता है, आइदर पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव. फॉर एग्जांपल, suppose 2.2 into 10 to the power 2. Suppose any number is given like this one, 2.2 into 10 to the power 2, or our aim is to find the order of magnitude in this number 2.2 into 10 to the power 2. So first you see here, it is written in this form, n into 10 to the power x. n is 2.2 and here x is 2. Then how can we find the order of magnitude? First you see this n. Since this n means 2.2 is less than 3.16, so its order of magnitude is how much here? Only 10 to the power 2. Why? Because this 2.2 is less than 3.16. Here, find the order of magnitude in this number, 4.50 into 10 to the power 3. And now you look here, 4.50 is more than 3.16. So its order of magnitude is how much here? 10 to the power, what you written? 10 to the power x plus 1. अगर ये नंबर 3.16 से ज्यादा है, तो ऑर्डर ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड क्या हो जाएगा? x के साथ 1 और ऐड हो जाएगा. तो ये 4.50 is greater than 3.16, so its order of magnitude becomes 10 to the power 3 plus 1, it means this becomes 10 to the power 4. In same way, 3.25 into 10 to the power minus 3. And already I have told you, x is any integer, either positive or negative, कुछ भी हो सकता है. Since 3.25 is also greater than 3.16, so here its order of magnitude is 10 to the power minus 3 plus 1. क्योंकि यहाँ प्लस 1 जुड़ जाएगा हमेशा. अगर ये नंबर n greater than 3.16, order of magnitude always becomes x plus 1. It's not matter x is positive or negative. So हो जाएगा minus 3 plus 1 and this becomes here 10 to the power minus 2. So in this way, if any number is given, then we can also find the order of magnitude here. So in this video, this chapter is complete here. Please, once you go through this one, all the example of this exercise and some more example based on the significant figure for the addition subtraction, I want to tell you, and also the problem which is given for the error analysis. You go through this one and you solve, and rest problem I will be here later discuss here, and from next time I am going to discuss the next chapter, which is what here dimension method. But some numerical problem based on the significant figure I am going to discuss here. Look here. Suppose one example I am going to solve based on the error analysis here. And suppose a physical quantity P is given by P is equal to A cube B square upon root C into D. It means a physical quantity P is depends on 4 measured quantity A, B, C, D by this formula or by this relation. And here given the percentage error in A, B, C and D are 1%, 3%, 4% and 2%. ये दिया गया है. क्या रहा है? कोई फिजिकल क्वांटिटी P 4 मेजर्ड क्वांटिटी A, B, C, D पे डिपेंड करता है according to this relation. और अगर percentage error in the measurement of A, B, C and D are 1%, 3%, 4% and 2%, then find the percentage error in quantity P. तो इस क्वांटिटी P को मेजर करने में कितने परसेंट का एरर होगा? तो फर्स्ट थिंग यू सी the quantity which is given in denominator, that quantity you transfer in numerator. So you can write here P is equal to A cube B square. Here root C. Root C means you can write C to the power 1 by 2. This C, root C in denominator. Root C means C to the power 1 by 2. And when you will take in numerator, then you can write C to the power minus 1 by 2. And here D to the power minus 1. Because here in denominator D, ऊपर जाएगा D to the power minus 1. First step you do like this here. पहला स्टेप ही करेंगे. जो भी टर्म डिनोमिनेटर में दिया है उसको विद द प्रॉपर पावर यू शिफ्ट इन न्यूमरेटर ऊपर कर लीजिए. एंड नाउ यू नो द मेथड. नाउ यू अप्लाई डेल्टा P possible error in P upon P is equal to power will always comes in multiplication. हमने पहले ही बता चुका है पहले वीडियो में. So this 3 will comes here 3 and delta A upon A. Delta A upon A is possible error in A upon measured quantity A. And for multiplication always we will write next step plus. Here this power will comes in multiplication, you will write 2 delta B upon B. Here plus this minus 1 by 2 you will take in multiplication. So minus 1 by 2 delta C upon C. Plus minus 1 into delta B upon D. It means you can say here delta P upon P is equal to 3 delta A upon A plus 2 delta B upon B minus 1 by 2 delta C upon C minus 1 into delta D by D. Delta P by P is what here? Fractional error in the measurement of P. Fractional error in the measurement of A. Fractional error in the measurement of B. Fractional error in the measurement of C. And this one is a fractional error in the measurement of D. And how can we find the maximum fractional error? So for finding the maximum fractional error, now we can write here after this system delta P upon P max means maximum fractional error in P. And when you will take this maximum fractional error, जब यहाँ पे हम maximum लेंगे तो जो साइन नेगेटिव है उसको भी हम क्या ले लेंगे किस साइन के साथ? पॉजिटिव साइन के साथ, क्योंकि मैक्सिमम वैल्यू इसकी तभी आएगी जब हम सबको ऐड करेंगे. तो दिस विल बी 3 डेल्टा A अपॉन A प्लस 2 डेल्टा B अपॉन B प्लस 1/2 delta C upon C plus 1 into delta D by this one. This one is the maximum fractional error in the measurement of P. And when you will multiply both sides by 100, so delta P upon P max into 100. Multiply both sides by 100. So you will get here 3 delta A upon A into 100. Plus 2 delta B upon B into 100 plus 1/2 delta C upon C into 100 plus 1 into delta D by D into 100. Multiply this way. And now this delta A by A into 100, what this will give? ये पूरा क्या देगा? This one is the percentage error in A. This one is the percentage error in B. Percentage error in C. And this will give the percentage error in D. And by your question, percentage error in A, hold this term. Percentage error in A. ये पूरा percentage error in A बताएगा. ये कितना दिया है? 1%. So at place of this one you will write 1%. Here 3%. Here 4% and here 2%. So finally you will get delta P upon P max into 100 is equal to 3. And already given delta A upon A into 100 is what here? Percentage error in measurement of A. And according to your question, it is given how many percent? 1%. So 3 into 1% plus 2 into delta B upon B into 100 will give what here? Possible error in the measurement of B. And the possible error in the measurement of B is given how much here? 3%. Plus 1/2 delta C upon C into 100 will give what here? Possible error in the measurement of C. And the percentage error in the measurement of C is given 4%. Plus 1 into delta D upon D into 100 will give the percentage error in measurement of D, which is given how much here? 2%. And this way you will get, so this is equal to 3% plus 6% plus 2% plus 2%. And this will come here 6, 3, 9 to 11 to 13 and total how much here? 13%. It means the possible percentage error in the measurement of P is how much here? 13%. So in this way we can find out the possible percentage error in the measurement of P according to that question here. So in this way also you can solve the other questions which is based on the error analysis here. And also already I have discussed about the method for finding the addition, subtraction, multiplication by using the significant figure. So please also try to solve the problem which is given in your book. And from tomorrow or day after tomorrow, means from Monday, I will start the next topic, dimension method. Thank you.